What's up guys, this is a new channel named Text Why I'm Broke. Kinda fits me better as I'm wasting my own money to test out new products and hopefully provide you with some insight. In this video, I'll be unboxing the BlackView Shark 8 Android phone, which is a budget-friendly alternative to the Samsung Galaxy A series phones with higher specs at a lower pricing starting at $179.99 for the 128GB storage and $199.99 for the 256GB storage, but appears to be on sale frequently. This phone comes unlocked and works with most US and worldwide carriers. It has a 6.7-inch 2.4K display at 120Hz refresh rate, providing a premium phone display experience at a fraction of the cost with up to 500 nits of brightness. It also comes with a 64-megapixel VGA camera, a 13-megapixel front-facing camera, up to 16GB of RAM, and up to 256GB storage, with an additional 2TB expandable micro SD card slot, which runs on Android 13. So this comes in a standard cardboard box. I bought the 128GB version, which also has a 5000 milliamp battery and 8GB of RAM. So let's get this very sharp kitchen box opener here and get this thing opened up. So using this thing, you gotta be very precise with your cuts, as I don't want to cut right through this phone. So this phone might be a good starter phone for your kids, or in my purpose, I got this phone mainly because I need a backup when I break my phone, just until I get a replacement, which I seem to do regularly. So right up top here, this is, looks like you get a screen protector, which is not very common. So that's pretty cool. Looks like a tempered glass screen protector. So we'll put that aside for now. And then we got the phone itself. Pretty cool. So you can see it says 64-megapixel camera. And then the secondary camera you see there, I believe, is 13-megapixel, like the one on the front. This thing's pretty slim and feels light in the hands. And I like the size of the screen. It's a pretty good size screen. All right, moving on here. So let's see what else we get here. Pull out. So is this a case? Oh wow, so looks like you not only get a screen protector, but you also get a case. So I guess you really get your money's worth. Just the basic silicone case, enough to keep the phone protected. So, and it's clear, so if you really don't want anything else, and well, SIM card tray opener as well. But that's pretty neat. I like that. All right, so here looks like power brick. It's a 3-amp. Yep, so a 3-amp power brick you get in here, fast charge. And then also just your standard USB-C cable. So that appears to be it for the contents of the box itself here. So we'll put that aside and let's get back here to the phone. All right, so let's get her undressed here. So it's available in this Galaxy blue color, and then additionally another one they call Moonlight Gray, which I would have preferred, but it would have taken a lot longer to come in at the time, and I kind of needed a phone right away. So initially looking at this thing, like I said, it feels good in the hands. Slim build. On the bottom here you have standard headphone jack, USB-C, and then you got your SIM and SD card slot right here on the left. So on the right side, it does have a fingerprint sensor on the power button and the volume button. And so we'll reveal this display here. Good size. So I do gotta say, just looking at this for the price I paid, this phone actually feels pretty solid. Nice build overall, I'd have to say. All right, so we got the screen protector and the case on, which is pretty cool. It comes included. And for the price of this thing, I think you get a solid looking phone. Feels good in the hands. Once I get this thing fully set up and have some time with it, I'll do a full review so we can get some more information on this phone. But just for the initial looks, I think it's definitely a solid phone for the price. Yeah, and for me, this is going to be occasionally used, you know, mainly as a backup phone, but would also make a good phone for a child. All right, so we'll just take a quick look at the interface here. So as you can see, the fingerprint sensor, very fast response from it. I love the fingerprint sensors on the buttons itself. I don't like the under-screen fingerprint sensors. Nice, very simple home screen here. If you scroll all the way left, you have all the Google News and stuff like that. Of course, you can customize. You press and hold. There we go. Press and hold. It pops up different options, so you can set up different taskbars and things like that on the home screen. It's pretty nice. It gives you all these different wallpaper options, styles, and then you scroll up. Got that pull down menu, got all your quick action buttons right there, brightness, settings. Obviously we're not going to go through everything here right now, but for, like I said, feels pretty snappy. For the price point, this thing is spot on. Let's pull up that camera here. So here's what camera app here looks like. So 64 megapixel they claim. It looks like that's only for photos, so you can only take photos with the 64 megapixel. Looks like the rest of it uses the other camera, but you know, just your standard options there: portrait mode, panorama, stuff like that. We'll do a quick little video so you can see the quality of the video recording on this phone itself. So let's take a look at that real quick here. Alright, so the video maxes out at 2K at 2560 by 1440 resolution, which I gotta say it looks really nice and still provides plenty of detail, as you can see in the video here. So you definitely get a decent camera for the price point. Alright, so my initial thoughts on this device: I think it's a good buy, especially if you can get it on sale like during Prime days. For someone who needs a cheaper phone that does mostly everything a higher end model does for a fraction of the cost, this is definitely a good buy. It runs on Android 13. They have their own, which they call Dock OS 4.0 launcher. That's the whole overlay you see on the home screen there. It's at 120 hertz refresh rate for the display, a 64 megapixel photo camera. It's ultra slim, lightweight, looks good. Additionally, it has a 33 watt fast charge, has NFC, fingerprint sensor, has dual SIM card slots, 3.5 millimeter headphone jack, which you don't see nowadays on phones. It does have the SD card slot for expanded storage. All of this packed into a good price point. I'll have my link for my Amazon for this phone in the description. Please check it out for more details. If you have any further questions for now, please feel free to ask in the comments below. I'll do a more in-depth review of this phone at a later date. So please like and share, subscribe to my channel for future unboxing and overviews.